Hello everybody, great to be back with you here on Waiter to Win. It's been a long time. I want to thank Cecil Mtembi for stepping in and helping out, and everybody else that has helped along the way. All of you with all your messages and good wishes. I can't mention names, and there's so many of you. I just really want to, from the bottom of my heart, say thank you so much. So we're into Fairview Poly Friday. Can we get some money? We've got Nino Podesta on the line. He'll guide us through in terms of the program this afternoon, this Friday afternoon. We're on the Poly track, and I know that Alan Greef is dominating most of the card. In the first race, he's got this horse Fire Alarm, who's priced up at 5 to 10 to win. The second choice at horse number 7, Can't Say No, from Alan Stable, priced up 7 to 2 or thereabouts. The one Cool Cat 7 to 1, and Hesty Ding is priced up 10 to 1. So Nino, good to have you back with us. Nice to talk to you. And Alan Greef going to clean up today, or what's the story?
Well, first of all, welcome back, Clyde. Nice to see you again.
Thank you, Nino.
Well, I think you'll win the first for sure. I really like the look of Fire Alarm. Had a soft introduction into racing. I think the 1400 will suit it. Hard to beat. Hard to beat, Clyde.
Hard to beat.
And you can start your multiples. So 8 to beat 7, to beat 1, to beat 9. 8719.
Okay, 8719. And there's Nino's buy pot up on screen. It's an 18 Rand buy pot. He finds it relatively easily today. 8 by 4 by 137 by 2 and 5 by 2, 6, 10, and banker 6 at the back. That's from Nino. Let's get the buy pots on. So we go 1,000 meters now. Again, Alan Greef dominates here. This morning, the Havana Grey, priced up 11 to 20. Does look pretty hard to beat. Is fairly well drawn. Dangers are not that well drawn. Firestar Magic is at 17 to 2. Number 5, Yellow Jacket, is at 10 to 1. You can get 12 to 1 about number 2, Gotcha Buzz. I think there's 14 to 1 and better about the other. So Havana Grey is the one to beat. Looks hard to beat in the race, and talk to Nino about it in terms of place accumulators and all to comes and all that side of stuff. I'd imagine, Nino, Havana Grey is, would be the second leg of all to comes that are already running.
Yeah, yes, Clyde. And I think I put it up as the double of the day. I think she'll win, and we could see a quick fire double for the Alan Greef Richard Perry combination. Very, very impressive first run on the Poly. And she's going to take all the beating. The dangers, as you say, are not too well drawn. I like a bit of number 6, Ballot Reach, to run in the placings. And then the 7, Best Intention, and number 2, Got the Buzz. But very strong with the 4, Clyde.
Okay. So we're bankering Havana Grey. We're bankering the 3 in the following leg. Another one from Nino. And later on, Nino's bankering the 6. That's a 72 Rand perm that you want to quickly jot down, or take your camera and use it to scan away at that code, and that'll get it onto you into your system automatically. All right, that's the second race. It's place accumulator time. So we gain the mile now, and they backed this horse during the course of the week. They backed this horse, Princess Virginia, into 22 to 10. I think the horse priced up 3 to 1 or 7 to 2. So they've been coming for Cliffy Miller's horse that Marco van Rensburg is riding. And it does appear on form as the right horse to beat. I see, Nino, in terms of your play, you certainly used this horse as a banker in the place accumulator. Just from a pick 6 perspective, what's your plan?
Well, I've banked it in the PA because I think it should run in the first 3. Now, the pick 6, number 1, Chica D-Day. That last run was too bad to be true. I see they've put the blinkers on. I wouldn't be surprised to see Richard win the first 3 races on the card. Has to go in again. 1, 3, and 7, Clyde. 1, 3, and 7 for me.
1, 3, and 7 for Nino. In terms of that, there's the play up on the screen at the moment. Take your pick 6 down. He's banked the 6 later on in the 6th race. Then 1, 2, 9 in the 7th, and the last leg 1, 2, 8, and 10. Get your play on, everybody. That's the way we're doing the pick 6 today. It's not an expensive one. Take your chances. Okay, it's jackpot time. Let's get on to race number 4 over 1,000 meters. Interestingly enough here, Nino, is the top 4 or 5 in the market are all fairly well drawn. I mean, a horse like Executor, again, it's Alan Greef and Richard Fourie dominating 5-2, but not badly drawn at 5. Aniara drawn 1, Fairy Trip drawn 2, C. Giocha's drawn 6, Cold Truth drawn 5. So the top horses dominating betting are all well drawn over 1,000 metres, which of course is around the bend on a poly track, right?
Yes, absolutely right, Clyde. And just quickly to mention that the pick six that I put up there is more of a guide. It's I think there are horses that we're going to have to add in for the bigger players. Right. I can see Richard winning the first 4 races on the card, and I really like the look of her Executor. She's a poly specialist. She loves 1,000 metres. Nicely drawn at 5, and I make the nearest danger number 5, Cold Truth. 2 and 5 for me. Those that want to go wider, please have a look at Aniara, Fairy Trip, Queen of Gaul, and maybe Global Goddess, which I think might be a bit sharp for it.
All right, well, we'll watch Richard Fourie very closely. There's Nino's Jackpot. Again, he's depending most of his play on his banker in terms of the 6 that he's rating as the horse to beat, and that's Alan Greef's My Best Shot, who is currently at 11-10, but that comes later. Right, we move on to race number 5. Nina, I see Richard Fourie's riding a 7-1 shot here for Alan Greef, a horse called Exhale. Don't know what sort of chance you give that, but it does appear to be an open race. Gavin Smith is at top of the boards with Craig Zaki on that horse, number 4, Forest Spy. This morning was trading around 7-2. I don't know what price it is now, whilst you're busy watching it at this point in time, but to give you some sort of guide. Number 2, Graduation Time, 5-1, as the second favourite. And there's a horse called Joyous Jubilee, number 6, who's trading at 6s together with that other one, number 10, Duke of Orange, at 6-1. Gavin Smith also seems to have a fairly strong hand. What do you make of Richard's ride? You give it a chance, Nino?
Well, I thought it was too sharp, Clyde, the 1200. I see it's been running over marathon, well, not marathon, but long distances in Joburg. And it won the maiden over 2,000 metres. And then I don't know what happened last time out behind You Can't Hurry Love. And from a draw 11, I can't actually see it winning here, but we'll keep an eye on it. Clyde, I like 3 horses here. I like Graduation Time. I like Duke of Orange. That should have the beating of Joyous Jubilee on the last run. I think it's like 5 kilos better off or something like that. And then obviously Joyous Jubilee. Others to consider is Forest Spy and Georgie George from a bad draw.
Okay, it does seem to be fairly competitive. And so in Nino's second jackpot, you can see he's gone a number of horses, banker the 6 by 1, 2, 9, by 1, 2, 8 and 10. All right, so we're going the 1400 now. My Best Shot is Nino's best bet on the card because, well, when I say best bet, he liked a few earlier. But he does label this in terms of his exotics, his bankers, all that sort of stuff. Fourie, Richard's riding My Best Shot for the Alan Greef stable. Windsock for Zis Oosthuizen as second favourite, about 5-1. What have we got after that? 4 Scampton for Sharon Kotzen, 11-2. Gavin Smith's got Destiny's Angel in here. This morning was priced up around 7-8-1. And then you could get 10-1 and better about the others. Why are you so big on this horse, Nino?
Well, Clyde, I'm bankering this because if I don't banker this, it's going to be go wide. You're going to have to go wide. But the last run, in an open maiden, as a 2-year-old, was way out at the weight and was so impressive in beating Master of Defence. Okay, that form line hasn't been franked. Master of Defence came out and ran a shocker. But the run before that, behind Golden Rule, that form line is strong. So I'm really in the camp. And remember that you'll be 3 in 3 months' time. So he's not actually 2. He's almost 3 years old. And I think he'll win, Clyde. The field that he's running against is not strong.
Thanks, Nino. We'll be with you. My Best Shot is the play of the day. Okay, 7th race on the card. Richard Fourie doesn't have a ride here. So Manga Kumalo gets the ride on the Kelly Mitchley favourite, Essential. It's number 9 on the card. It's run over the mile, is well drawn at 1. It's currently priced up at 33-10, but it does appear to be a tricky race. So Tara Lang's got Chronicles of Narnia, who's at 4-1. And then at 4-1, you've got Gavin Smith's Aerial Views, number 6. He's also got Idita in there, who's 9-2. And the One River Carrares, who's priced up at 11-2. That's Alan Greef's runner that Mr. Minnie's riding. All right, so I haven't been around for 3 months, Nino. So has Kelly Mitchley still having lots of winners?
Yeah, she has a client. She has. She's bringing them out and winning. So she's going to be a top trainer in PE.
And what do you like here, Nino?
So pity about United Express being scratched, because I thought that was a race in certainty, and now it throws the race wide open. I like a bit of Idita. I know she's carrying a big weight, but if she sees out the 1600, I think she'll be a big runner. She beat Joy and Peace by 3 lengths, 3 runs back. Then she ran behind Luna Halo and Passion Dell in feature races. She's definitely down in class, and I think she's the one to beat. After that, I give chances to number 9, Essential. She only won the maiden, but the maiden, the horse that she did beat in the maiden, came out to win by 7 lengths last time in Crystal Maiden. So that form has been franked. And then I like River Carrares. And then after that, Chronicles of Narnia and Aerial View, not to be left out and to be added into the perms.
Okay.
If the people can afford it.
Thank you. Thanks, Nino. So straight up win from Nino's perspective, although he has mentioned a few other horses for your exactas and trifectas and quartets, but he's going for Idita, who's priced up at 9-2. Right, the 8th and final race on the card is over 2,200 metres. Here they bet 5-2 about number 6, Harold the Duke for Kelly Mitchley stable. 33-10, Porta Plata, 33-10. Third choice is number 6, Greater 5, Greater Fair, who's priced up at 11-2. And then this was Juan Carlos, number 1. No, is it not Juan Carlos? Yeah, it is Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos, 7-1. I owned a horse called Juan Carlos once upon a time with Gavin Smith, Paul De Carmo, and quite a few of us involved in what a horse he was. Very good horse. I don't know if you probably don't remember him, Nino. Reach for the Stars is 17-2 and 13 or 14-1 and better the others. So what, Kelly Mitchley win the last?
What has she got? Harold the Duke.
Yeah.
Definitely. He's still better off with Porta Plata. So there should be nothing between the two of them. The only problem is, Clyde, that they haven't been tried on the poly. So a little bit of a concern. We're going to have to see how they go on the poly. There should be nothing between Porta Plata and Harold the Duke. Definitely got chances. I quite like the look of what price did you say Juan Carlos is? 7-1.
7-1, yeah.
Well, I'm going each way and hoping that it runs a place for me. I've taken the place double Idita onto Juan Carlos, so hopefully it can run in the first 3. But this is one of the hardest races on the card. So you've got Juan Carlos, you've got Porta Plata. I give chances to Ellis Island, number 10. So for me, 1, 2, 8, and 10.
Quite a few in here that will get chances. Juan Carlos for the place. For each way, you get about 15-10 this morning. And that's what Nino does prefer. Thanks so much, Nino, for your time. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope it's been a good one for you.